Alright, let's take a look at this second course of soloing over the sensation type of groove. I started out with quarter note triplets against the beat. So if you got 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's the rhythm with which I'm picking. Bup, 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 bup. But what's being played on the G string is just a sustained trill. And you can either use your middle finger to trill or your index. Whatever you prefer. You find guitar players using either finger, so whatever feels more comfortable to you. So while sustaining that trill, I'm dropping in the rhythm with the right hand by picking in that rhythm. And you get this kind of a funny sound of, you know, of the note jumping around. And you can accentuate that by picking down by the bridge, using an up pick or picking harder, just to get more variety out of the sound. And I do that through the first 3 bars and then move into just sort of straight minor pentatonic riffs, but starting with the notes, using that C sharp. So you hear that A7 arpeggio sound right away. It's just stronger sound than just something that's just a riff or based on a scale. Into bar 5. So just trying to get a little variety in the phrasing. So hammering 5th to 7th fret and vibratoing, and then a pull off 7/5 on the G string, and jumping up to the high E string and picking it with my finger. Because don't forget, Freddie used finger picks and picked with thumb, index, middle, and ring finger. One thing that's nice is there's videos available of Freddie playing live that you can get a hold of these days, and you can really see all the stuff he does with his right hand. So this is a little mini version of that by using the finger to pick the high E string and then come back with the pick on the D string. So in bar 5 I'm sustaining that bend. And then into bar 10 for the 5 chord. So I'm turning this sort of into a motif of doing these pull-offs from the 7th to the 5th fret on different strings. I had done it on the G string and then landed on the D, and then done it on the D string, landing on the A and going back. So here in bar 10, into 11. So just trying to get the most that I can out of hammers and pulls between the 5th and 7th fret on either the D or G string. So this phrase ends similarly to the first one. So you got that pinky 8th fret over to on the B string over to 8th fret on the G, and a pull off. And then those little subtle quarter step bends. So just like all the other blues guys that you may listen to or study, Freddie uses these tiny variations in the phrasing and in the articulation to make everything he plays have a lot of life in it and be played with a very lively quality. You get the most out of the phrases, and every time you play one of these phrases, you can play with those things, and it's going to sound a little different every time. And that's one of the great things about Freddie King.